Hi everybody, it's me. All right, so this is my Wbff Worlds 2023. Um, First of all, I want to send out a deep condolences to Rich's family. There's no words. So anyway, that's first and foremost. I want to let every competitor know that was backstage. I'm here for you if you need me. One of the reasons I've been a little quiet myself is because I'm facing my own shame. We were at an athletic event. I've been in healthcare my entire life. And this is the part that's hard for me because I was with Drea. I ran with her. I was at his side. But I went into healthcare mode. Okay, in healthcare, when we're dealing with patients, you have a tragedy, you deal with it, you go in the corner, you take a deep breath, you have your tears, whatever you need, and then you get back to the next patient because that's what you got to do. So I dealt with things a little bit different, and I'm looking around at my competitors in the transformation division and seeing the horror, and it was really bad. I should have, as an athlete, I should have said, this is not healthcare, this is an athletic event. We should have stopped them. We should have stopped them until he was clear of the building and everybody could get a breath and go from there. And that is on me. Okay, I actually have a list here because I'm trying to stay on top. So, Wbff, the big ones. First of all, there was no medical staff. There should always be medical staff. In my state, it's a requirement, so I guess I just thought that it was everywhere. Also, there was no one there to help or support the poor people that were behind stage. Nobody from the organization came to those of us that were by his side or standing by him while he was being worked on to say, hey, are you okay? No one. Didn't even acknowledge it. And let me tell you something. They're not okay. There are some of them that are not okay. And that's on you, Wbff. That's on you, Paul and Allison. Because you need to be prepared as business owners for everything. Sorry, but you do. And if you didn't know what to do, you should have asked and got done things then. Okay? There was no communication about what ended up happening to him, how they were handling the situation. We found out through a post from his son, which was the wrong way to find out. And then when I found out, guys, that they awarded his son his pro card and medal and everything after they had turned off the lights with no one there, every one of us competitors should have been on that stage behind him, supporting him in that moment. But no, not at all. That would have brought some closure to some of the competitors too, being there to be there for his son. Did you ever think about that? I guess not. Okay. The other thing that's really grating on me is the fact that as much as we pay as competitors to compete in your federation, you couldn't say, hey, here's money, let's get him home. Are you freaking kidding me? As much money as you make at all these shows, and I know it costs to put them on, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. It was the right thing to do. Even if you couldn't afford the total amount to send him home, you should have said, this is what we can afford. Please take it. Help him get home. But nothing. Crickets. Paul and Allison. Crickets. That's what we heard. the the video that Paul and Allison put out as breaking the silence, could you be any less caring, any less empathetic, any less compassionate to anyone? Allison, do you have a voice? Do you have any emotions, compassion? Do you have anything? Evidently not, because you look like you were pissed off to be there. That's wrong. Paul, you had a lot of big things to say at the athlete meeting. You know, how we're all one big family and da-da-da-da-da, and, you know, talking about the deaths of other people. Okay. If that really mattered to you, first of all, you'd make sure that we had somebody, medical staff behind. Second of all, you would make sure you'd be reaching out to everybody that was behind stage with him and making sure they were okay. Guess what? Crickets. Nothing. So much for your pop and circumstance. Okay. That's enough for that night. Now, the other Wbff stuff. Finding out, because I'm going to be honest with you, this is what I was told back in 2019 when I went to a show, just to see the show. And this is what I was told by people athletes that were in the show. This is how it was told to me back in 2019. The whole goal was to go pro, so then you could be featured in the magazine, so that agents for print advertising can see the magazine and you can get hired for print ads. But that's not right. I found out you have to pay to be in the magazine, because you have to pay for your photo shoot to be in the magazine. And then the magazine is online, has no subscription except for the people that are in the magazine or in the federation. So nobody actually sees it. Okay, cool. I was also told that you have to go win at Worlds to get the crown. And at that point, you can be sponsored by them and win money. Well, that doesn't seem to be how it works either. It sounds more like they'll pay you, but then they own you. You're not free to get sponsorships elsewhere, is what I'm hearing. Everything I was told back in 2019 isn't correct, is what I'm finding out. So there's that. The backdoor dealings for crowns and sashes. Wow. It's good to see greed is alive and well. That's wrong. Yeah, it's not a competition then. It's not even a beauty pageant at that point. So that discredits everything that you guys stand for right there, because you're willing to do that. Paul asking for the photographers to edit the photos without that person's permission, it's unethical. I mean, it's unethical. It's irresponsible. It shows your true colors and what you really think, which really sucks. And the issue with the kids, I'm not even going to go there. I'm so not even going to go there, because that makes me want to puke. So I did notice that y'all took that site down real quick. That was the first thing you did before you even came out with your response to the list of demands. Okay, so your list of demands don't mean shit, because none of us have been contacted. Nobody's gotten anything saying, hey, we want to help you. We've got a trauma team, set up, ready to go. No. So I'm going to tell you this, Paul and Allison. That was extremely traumatic for a lot of people. And Rich was a proponent for mental health and suicide prevention. So what do you think happens to people that suffer trauma and don't get help? Let that rest on your conscience. If anything happens to any of those athletes that were backstage at that moment, I will personally hold you and Allison responsible for their lives. Is that clear? That's my ultimatum. I am done with your WBFF because it's a money grab. That's all it is. It's a money grab. Originally, I liked it, the creativity and all of that, and then I find out, oh, no, yeah, you can be creative, but you got to pay one of our people to create your stuff, or you never stand a chance of winning. Oh, fuck. It's a huge money grab. It's made them millions of money, keeps their kids in designer clothes, but it's all on our backs. So, for somebody that's lost 210 pounds, and I was doing this to celebrate my other fellow competitors, there was 1,000 pounds lost on that stage. Okay, we saved our lives by doing what we did. And you know what? There's nothing, there's no shine, there's no celebration, there's nothing there because of all of this. So, as far as I'm concerned, Sparks Health and Fitness has nothing to do with the WBFF anymore. If I choose to compete again, I already said I was going to take a couple years off, get skin removed, build more muscle, and I wanted to come back. But that's not going to happen. So I guess I got to change my plans, huh? To everybody that was out there that had to go through this crap, I'm sorry. If you need to talk, I'm here for you. But I'm done. And Paul and Allison, I'm serious. If anything happens to anybody because of this crap, it's all on you.